Effective teamwork in our classroom. You got to commit, communicate, and adapt to the environment. Commitment. Know your expectations in the room. If you don't know what's expected of you, you cannot be productive in a productive way. Work together as a team. Don't work together singly. Teamwork makes a dream work. Build trust with colleagues. You have to have the trust within each other to be successful in your classroom. Without trust, you don't confide in them. And also, let's not forget, you got to have fun at work or it's just going to go for as a bad day. Communication. We all know communication is huge. You got to be an active listener. Who doesn't want to be heard? Everybody wants to be heard. Talk face to face. If you have a problem or an issue, communicate that. By face to face communication, it separates from the anxiety in the classroom. It could separate being angry, upset. When criticism is needed, let's not give just criticism on our personal beliefs or feelings. We have to give constructive criticism, which will help us grow as a colleague. Get to know and build the trust with your coworkers. That is huge. I've listed that twice because communication, you have to build trust to communicate with your coworkers. Adapting to your environment. We all know adapting sometimes can be hard, but if you learn how to do it, such as keep a positive work environment. If somebody's in a bad mood, take that in consideration and try to improve their mood by listening. Build a strong relationship with your coworkers. If you don't know what to look for, you won't know how your coworkers are coming in, or if they're having a bad day, or if something's going on at home. Try to help them resolve it and to move forward. And don't forget, you got to ask for help when it's needed. Nobody can do a job on their own. And if you can, who doesn't need help once in a great while? Don't have the pride not to ask for help because that does get in the way of adapting to the environment around us. How to keep teamwork in a good place with coworkers. Now, you got to know your leader. You got to know your leader in the classroom, such as the main teacher in our classroom. What she says pretty much goes. And if we have opinions or ideas, she takes that consideration, but her last response is what we have to go by. Know and do your responsibilities. You know your job, do your job right, and be effective at your job. Don't just say, oh, well, I didn't know I was supposed to do that. We all know what our responsibilities are. And if not, then you ask that leader in your classroom. If a conflict arises, before it gets out of control, open your mouth and use that communication skill that we've all been taught. Teamwork is all built around on communication. If you communicate that you're having a problem or an issue, fix it. Don't get mad, don't get upset. Just get together as a team and figure out how you can fix the conflict. We have to keep a positive environment at all times. Nobody wants to work with negative people. It makes for a long, horrible day. Nobody wants to come into work and go home in a miserable mood and take it on your family and friends.